Go ahead.
Can you see it? Okay, so here is Jaime's inspiration, my inspiration, based on a lot of Chaska's design points. So what we thought is that we could do this. We can actually do this with the money that we have now, and that would make it very functional. Is we have a central decagon, and we're thinking of making that around 3,000 square feet. We thought that would be a nice size, and it also represents the Trinity, the 3 going into the 1. And then we have 4 pods coming out of that. And the 4 pods could be golden rectangle shapes, like I've kind of drawn it here. And 2 of the pods will be built at a later date, once we've raised more money and whatever else happens. And 2 of the pods can pretty much be built, maybe even finished, not even sure how far the money will stretch, which is our private pod and the hostel pod. Now this is a medium-sized hostel. This is not a huge hostel. So if you look, and this could represent the 4 directions, north, south, east, west. Obviously I would have to move things around to make it absolutely perfectly symmetrical, and put it to scale. So what I've got here is I've got a kitchen, and you've got your sink, and here is, and this is all countertop area here, and then there's cabinets above some of this area right here. Okay, those are cabinets above, and that's cabinets to here. Here we have the Thermador 5-burner stove with the hood over it. Here we have the 2 Ecuadorian big, huge soup burners. And then what you can do is you can actually have some seating around these little bulbs. Now remember, this is a 3,000 square foot space, so this is pretty ginormous.
Each side is roughly 20 feet.
Yeah, each one of this is 20 feet. So then what you have here is you have a sliding glass window that goes over this granite countertop that goes out into an overhang area and out into an outdoor eating patio. So you can pass food right through here. And here is a window that has a fixed part and 2 opening parts, and you can put some tables here, and you can also put some tables on the other side. And here you have French or sliding doors here, or else here, whichever place you want to, going out to an herb garden. Here's some windows. Here's the French sliding doors. Here's your herb garden, your eating patio. And here's are the hallways to these 2 pods. And then if you look over here, you have a wall that's about 8 foot tall, maybe here, maybe even 10 feet tall. And you have the 2, the refrigerator, freezer, the Sub-Zeros, and then our stainless steel refrigerator freezer. So you've got all of those refrigerator freezers for the kitchen. Then you've got more counter space here that could also have seating. And then on the other side of that wall, you have a bookshelf or shelves for anything that you need for this meditation area. And then you have your 5 support beams that will support, like tree trunk type things that will support this structure. And here you can have pony walls, which are half walls. And Chaska's ideas was to have them kind of carved. So we could have sacred geometry shapes or spiritual meanings or shaped carved pony walls here, which Edwin said is definitely possible to do here because their carpenters are great. And then you have your round fireplace here. So you're bringing that element in. And this area is sufficiently separated from the water of the kitchen. Here you have a pantry area or kind of closet area. And remember, this is fairly large as well. And then here you have your medium-sized meeting room, your conference room. And this would probably be at least, 500 square feet. And then you've got 2 baths, one for male, one for female. Here's your entrance to another pod, to the spa maybe. And then here you have more windows, fixed windows here, so this is all window. And then you have your main entrance here, maybe going out to the outside amphitheater, right? And maybe this side on the kitchen side is going to the outdoor kitchen pergola area. Maybe this pod's going to the library, office, music room. Okay? And so here by the main entrance, sorry to skip around, is your recreation space. You have your ping pong table, your sofas, whatever, to watch the fire. So this is kind of getting centered here, around the fire, giving you some space here at the entrance. So you have all of this space for seating around the fire and recreation space. And also to bring all these windows to bring all this light in. And then this is your pod going to the hostel here, and it would be 2 stories. So I'm not sure, I have these as golden rectangles. So this is probably about 1,800 square feet. So whatever amount of hostel you could put in 1,800 square feet. And again, we would have Uriel's private suite in here, as well as some dormitory style or some large style bathrooms instead of private baths for all the hostel areas. And maybe this area here would be a little, open space for the hostel people, depending on what we needed to do. And then this is a larger meeting room. This meeting room may be, 700 square feet. So that would be a larger meeting room. And so you have 3 meeting spaces. You have the meditation central area here, where people can do ceremonies and whatnot. You have the medium meeting room and the large meeting room, and then the outside amphitheater, obviously, for even larger groups. And eventually we can add on another hostel area separate from this main central area, when we have a bigger demand for greater spaces and such. So this is something that we were inspired by. It's taking our house design and expanding it into a central design, because you've got the 4, which is your foundation, and it's your 4 elements, and it's your, not 4 elements, but your 4 directions, right? 4 elements, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got, your entrance, your patio. It kind of does everything you need it to do. You've got your 3,000 square feet here. You've got your decagon, which is your 1. And again, the library, office, music, and the spa, we can add on. But we think we can do, basically, we think we can do these 2 pods, which is the hostel pod and our family pod, and they would not have kitchens. No one has a kitchen separately by themselves. The kitchen is this, because kitchens are very expensive. So, that's the idea. And this, our living area could eventually also be hostel area. It could be converted easily to suites and things like that at a later date if we needed to do that. Okay.